Hello, everybody, and welcome back for my continuation of my book reading of The Body from Stephen King, Chapter 6, Brother Denny. When I got home, my mom was out. My dad was in the garden, hopelessly watering the dry plants. "Hi, Dad," I said brightly. "Will it be alright if I camp out in Vern Tessio's back field tonight with some of the guys?" "What guys?" "Vern, Teddy Duchamp, Chris." Sometimes he took the opportunity to complain about the friends I chose, but today he didn't care. "I suppose it's okay," he said. There was no argument in him that morning. He just looked sad and tired. He was 63 years old, and old enough to be my grandfather. My mother was 55. When she and Dad got married, they tried to start a family right away, but with no luck. A few years later, a doctor told them they would never have a baby, but 5 years after that, Dennis was born. The doctor said it was amazing and that my parents should thank God and be happy with Denny because he would be the only child. 7 years later, I was born. For my parents, one gift from God was enough. I won't say they were cruel to me or anything like that, but it certainly came as a surprise. And I guess when you're in your 40s, you don't enjoy surprises as much as you used to. They just acted as if I didn't exist most of the time. I was the invisible man, like in the book. At the supper table, it was, "Denny, how did you do today at school?" And "Denny, who are you taking to the dance?" And "Denny, we better talk man to man about that car we saw." If I said, "Pass the butter," Dad would say, "Denny, are you sure the army is what you want?" If I repeated my request for the butter, Mom would say, "Denny, do you want me to buy one of those Pendleton shirts tomorrow?" One night when I was 9, I said, "Jesus, these potatoes taste like garbage. I want to see what would happen." And Mom said, "Denny, Auntie Grace called today and asked about you and Gordon." I didn't hate Denny or think he was the greatest person in the world either. We rarely did things together. He was 7 years older than me and lived in a different world. So how could I have strong feelings about him? It was great when he took me to the park to watch him play ball with his friends, or when he read a storybook to me. But there weren't many times like that. Most of the time I was alone. And I guess that's why I started reading a lot, and why I'm a writer now. Like all writers, I sometimes try to put the places and people I knew when I was young into my stories. After his death, my parents just went to pieces. Now, it was 5 months, and I didn't know if they would ever be whole again. They left Denny's room exactly the same. They didn't touch a thing. That room frightens me. I expected that Denny to be there, waiting for me in the closed cupboards, with his brain spilling out of his head from the accident. I imagined his arms coming up and him whispering, "Why wasn't it you, Gordy? Why wasn't it you who died?" And that's the end of chapter 6. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.